super easy dinners, or you could have it for brunch or breakfast or lunch. I call them BLDs. And in my family, we call these egg cakes. You rip up bread of any kind. I'm using a nice eggy challah bread. And you fill up a casserole dish with it. And you can mix and match any ingredients you like. You scramble up some eggs, thin it out with some milk or half and half and cream, pour it over the top, pop it in the oven, bake it off till it looks good, and then eat it. Anyway, this one is a mix-up of sweet and savory. I've got some peaches here. They weren't exactly ripe yet, you know, this time of year, so what I did was I sliced them, I put a little bit of citric acid on them, put a little bit of lemon juice down over the top, or you could use lime juice, whatever, and a little sprinkle of sugar. Let that work for a little while. I'm going to mix that in with 1 whole loaf of challah bread. And in my skillet over here, I've got some andouille sausage cooking up. 1 package of andouille. You could feed an army with this recipe, too. And, you know, the andouille, if you don't want to use a pork product, you can get a chicken andouille or a turkey andouille or a turkey kielbasa would be delicious. Nice and spicy. Let me grab a little spoonula here. Free this up. I just like it to render a little bit. Get crispy around the edges. Then I put that down into the pan. I know, it's really appealing. It's like, we used to call them farmer stacks when I was a kid. When you'd have buckwheat pancakes and you'd stack them up with eggs or bacon and ham or sausage, any of your breakfast meats, and you'd pile them all together and pour a little bit of the real maple syrup down over the top. And that sweet and savory at the same time is just delicious. You know, and I think it's kind of fun to have a breakfast or brunch food for supper, you know? We're going to do a nice little simple salad alongside with a citrus dressing. I'm going to take some orange marmalade, thin it out with a little bit of lemon juice, and then spice it up with a little bit of Dijon mustard and toss that around with some greens or any veggies you like. And there you go. You got this big, beautiful dinner. Now this one, sometimes when I make an egg cake, as we call them, I make mostly egg and a little splash of milk or half and half, whatever you put in your morning coffee. With this guy, I'm making it more like a pain perdu, more like a true French toast, you know, lost toast, lost bread, bringing back your bread from stale to tasty. So we're going to do more of a custard thing. I'm going to put in a couple of cups of milk and a couple of cups of half and half. I just eyeball it. You could do milk and cream, all half and half. You need about 1 quart. And then I'm going to put in a little bit of vanilla extract, about 1 teaspoon, a little bit of cinnamon, a little pinch, and some freshly grated nutmeg. Here's my little nutmeg grater. I'll just use this guy. A little bit of nutmeg. And then poke your yolks. Give everybody a whisk all together. And pour your vanilla custard down over the top. Now be careful, don't just dump everything in the middle. Kind of eyeball it and pour it around your casserole dish. So you get everybody dampened with the egg mixture. Sorry, I'm talking so slow, but I'm trying to focus so that the eggs don't go all over my counter. Then if you got any stragglers that didn't seem to get moistened up, you could just give it a little press here and there. Then everybody goes into the oven until the eggs set in the middle. You know, varies. I'm going to put it in there 375 or so. Oh, probably 45 minutes till everybody starts to look golden and perfectly set. So here's that citrus dressing I was telling you about. You take some orange marmalade, put that in the bottom of your salad bowl with some Dijon mustard, thin it out a little with some lemon juice, then whisk in some EVOO, a little salt and pepper, and mix this wonderful citrus dressing. To the bowl, I'm going to add some Bibb lettuce or Boston lettuce, some nice buttery lettuce. I think I've got too much lettuce for the bowl, actually. And some orange sections. Give that a nice toss and turn. My salad bowl runneth over. And in the oven, it smells delicious in here. We've got what we call an egg cake in my family. Take bread of any variety, fill up a casserole dish with it. We used a nice eggy bread, a nice challah bread, tore that up, and we basically made French toast for dinner. We topped it with an egg and milk and half mixture. Got our salad alongside there. I gotta put this guy into a Ziploc baggie and save him for later. Anyway, let me show you what I'm talking about. We took an egg custard, poured it down over the top of the bread, mixed it up with some browned andouille sausage and some peaches, and we ended up with this savory, sweet, wonderful, essentially baked French toast that you can have for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Whoa, isn't that gorgeous? So you serve that alongside your salad, and if you're a person that appreciates the savory in the sweet and the savory mix, you're good as is. If you're a person who leans a little more towards the sweet, you can hit it with a little tiny drizzle of maple syrup if you like, but it's equally delicious breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and it's your choice. This is what's your dinner tonight.